What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sector for Nerds, and welcome to another episode of Star Wars The Clone Wars Retro Discussions. Today we're here to talk about Season 4, Episode 6, Nomad Droids. This episode was directed by Stuart Lee and written by Steve Mitchell and Craig Van Sickle. The cookie for this episode: who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? Wait a second, that's an Obi-Wan Kenobi quote from A New Hope. Well, which one is it, guys? Who's the more foolish? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, intro guy, take us right into this episode, shall we? Homeward bound! On a peaceful mission on the planet Aline, R2-D2 and C-3PO were caught up in an adventure beyond their comprehension. After finally resolving the crisis and being taken to Jedi Master Adi Gallia's cruiser, they now head home to the safety of the Republic, hoping to avoid a separatist attack. Oh man, this was another episode. It didn't do it for me. Didn't do it for me as a kid. I don't know, man. These last two episodes, I don't like them. I know I said last week, like, oh, maybe it would have helped if, like, there was a Jedi involved. And there was, like, Jedi presence in this episode, and it just still didn't work. R2 and 3PO get captured 4 times this episode. It's crazy. It's got to be, like, some kind of record, right? I can, like, literally sum up the episode here in just, like, a minute. Okay, ready? Here we go. Separatists attack R2 and 3PO, land on a planet, get captured for the first time by these tiny people, and they kill their king, and they create a democracy within their people. Then they leave the planet, go to another planet, get captured by a bunch of hunters. They're being ruled over by droids. 3PO and R2 put a stop to that. Then R2 and 3PO run out of power, get captured by pirates. That's a third time. Then the Separatists attack the pirates. R2 and 3PO then get captured by the Separatists. That's time number 4. And then Plo Koon and his fleet arrive and save the day. That's pretty much the whole episode. So kind of going a little bit more in depth with this episode, like I found it, very funny that like R2 just gets shoved over by 3PO and he falls on the king and the king dies and everyone's like, all the little people, they're going crazy, right? Like, he's dead. The big Jesus is dead. And they keep chanting that, right? And so then they bring out like these, like, which of the among you do you feel are the most fit to rule you? And there's 3 people that step up. And then they, vote via who's got the loudest cheers or whatever, right? And then afterward, it's like they all just start fighting after 3PO says, "You are a democracy."
This is madness.
This is politics.
They should have stayed on that planet, though, because then they go to another planet and they get captured by these hunters, like, almost immediately. Their person that's ruling over them is just like this hologram that, like, shoots out lightning. We find out it's these pit droids that have, like, enslaved these organic beings. Ay. So then 3PO and R2 put a stop to that dictatorship. Then they get captured by pirates, right? And it's like, okay, they're gonna be used against this, like, one big buff droid that's got, like, a flamethrower and everything, right? They're just gonna all get fed to him. But then General Grievous attacks, and Adi Gallia is a prisoner. Like, earlier on, we see, like, a short but sweet lightsaber fight between Gallia and Grievous. And then they all get sucked out of the ship or whatever, because, like, this giant hole pops up in it, and then they get sucked into space. They make their way towards the Separatist dreadnought, and 3PO almost goes, "Well, we're not pirate droids, we're droids of the Republic." And I'm like, 3PO, what are you doing? Dude, that would have been really bad. Like, at that point, Grievous would have picked them for information. I wonder if Grievous would have remembered R2. Remember that one arc in Season 1 where R2 gets captured by the Separatists? But then at the end, like, Plo Koon's fleet arrives, and, he arrives on the ship to save the day. Apparently, Grievous ended up fleeing, like the coward he is. That stinks. I would have liked to have seen a Plo Koon General Grievous fight. And then at the end, it's like 3PO and R2 pop up like, "No, we're with the Republic, we're with the Republic." And Commander Wolf's just sat there like, "I can't believe it." And 3PO's like, "Oh, we've been on quite the adventure." And Plo's like, "Oh, I'm sure that Commander Wolf would love to hear about it." And Wolf's just like, actually, sir, oh." Poor Wolf. Yeah, man, I feel like this is just gonna be like another short episode, though. Like, I don't know what else I really have to say about it. This episode felt like a series of shorts, just like compiled all in one episode. R2 and 3PO go to do this, and then they go do this. So it's not like they're sat there bored the entire episode where it's like, oh, well, nothing happened in the 22 minutes. It's just like, no, stuff did happen. I guess I just didn't care. Every time I get to this point in Clone Wars, I'm just like, ugh, I'm bored. I don't care. Get me to Umbara. Get me to what we're going to be talking about next week, man. Like, that's the stuff. I guess you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this episode. I guess when it comes to the droid episodes, right, like, it's an acquired taste. And again, like, it's not that I'm sitting here saying, like, oh, I don't like droids or anything like that. Like, again, there's an arc in Season 5 that's all about droids, and I actually really like that one. Well, half of it anyway. Yeah, guys, I think I'm actually going to wrap this up here. This might be like the shortest episode of Clone Wars Retro Discussions yet. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have anything else to say. So, yeah, I guess without any further ado, I'm going to wrap this up here for today, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Next week, we going to get into some real stuff, man. The next 4 episodes, oh, we're going for a ride. And I hope you are ready. Next week, we start part 1 of 4 of the Umbar arc. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Share this video with others to help support the channel. And I will see you guys next time.
Map has a ridge at 23 degrees north-northwest.
Good. We can use it as a staging area.
That's it. Take a run right. Keep moving. We've got to claim that ridge. The other battalions are counting on us.